Now doesn't mean you're fully ready. It means you're willing to begin even if your hands are shaking, even if you don't know everything, even if you're scared of failing, even if nobody believes you yet. Now is messy, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward. Now looks like starting with what you have, trying even when it's not perfect, showing up even when you don't feel like it. Learning while people are still doubting you now is the hard decision that builds your future.
And here's the part most people don't like.
Now doesn't always feel rewarding immediately. Sometimes now feels like sacrifice, but it's the sacrifice that buys freedom. Let's talk about later. Later sounds innocent, but later has a secret. Later is not always laziness. Sometimes, later is fear wearing a nice outfit. Fear of failing. Fear of being laughed at. Fear of not being good enough. Fear of starting and realizing you're behind. So instead of facing the fear, people delay. And delay becomes a habit. Then the habit becomes a lifestyle. Later looks like, let me just watch one more video first. I'll start when I have the right plan. I'll wait until I'm in the mood. I'll do it after I rest. I'm just not mentally ready.
But the truth is,
you don't become ready by waiting. You become ready by doing. Here is the real difference between now and later. Now builds identity. Later protects comfort. Now says,
I might struggle, but I'm becoming better.
Later says,
I'll stay safe, even if I stay the same.
Now creates momentum. Later creates regret. Now creates discipline. Later creates excuses. Now changes your life slowly, then suddenly. Later keeps life the same, year after year.
And maybe you've felt this.
When you keep choosing later, you start losing confidence in yourself. You start feeling like you can't trust your own words. Because every time you promise yourself and break it, something inside you quietly says, maybe I'm not the kind of person who finishes. But the moment you choose now, even in small ways, you start rebuilding trust with yourself. And that trust is powerful.
Let me make this real and practical.
You don't need to change your whole life today, but you need to stop lying to yourself. Here are simple now decisions that shift everything. Not later in the day, not after you scroll.
Not after you feel better. Because if you can beat resistance early, your entire day becomes easier.
2. Start before you feel confident. Confidence is not a requirement. It's a reward. The first attempt is always ugly.
But ugly progress beats perfect delay.
3. Make it smaller, not later.
If the goal feels heavy, don't postpone it. Instead of I'll start tomorrow, say,
I'll do 10 minutes today. Because small now actions build big later results. 4. Stop romanticizing your future. Some people love the idea of becoming successful more than they love the work. They love the after, but avoid the now.
But the future only obeys people who show up today. Let me tell you the painful truth.
Both now and later will hurt, but they hurt differently.
The pain of now is discipline. It's waking up tired and still doing what must be done. It's saying no to distractions. It's feeling fear and moving anyway. That pain is temporary.
But the pain of later, that's regret. That's watching someone else live the life you wanted. That's realizing years passed and you're still in the same place.
That's waking up one day and saying, I should have started when I had the chance.
The pain of now builds you. The pain of later breaks you. So choose your pain wisely.
If you're listening right now, I want you to understand something. You don't need permission to start. You don't need someone to clap for you. You don't need the perfect conditions. You don't need the perfect timing. You need one thing.
A decision, not a plan, not motivation, not a long speech.
A decision. Because when you finally choose now, you become dangerous. Not dangerous to people.
Dangerous to excuses, dangerous to distractions, dangerous to the old version of you that keeps delaying. And I need you to remember this. Later will never build your life.
Only now will.
If you're still watching, this wasn't background noise for you.
Something in this message connected.
Most people leave the moment truth asks them to change.
You stayed.
Before you scroll away, don't let this moment fade.
Mark it.
Go to the comments and write, I'm preparing for what I want.
Not for views, not for anyone else.
For the version of you that looks back one day and remembers exactly when things shifted. When you write it, you turn listening into intention, and intention into direction. People who mark moments like this don't drift back to who they were. If this message gave you clarity, support it with a like so it reaches the right minds. Share it with someone who's been stuck but ready. Subscribe if you're serious about building mental discipline daily. Turn on notifications so you don't miss messages meant to sharpen your thinking. This is Unbreakable Mentality Motivation.
Thank you for being here.